Are we live?
Yes.
All right. Hey, we had a question about dealing with anger and these feelings of helplessness and loss of control. So, as we have these emotions come up, we want to know how to deal with it, right? So that we don't continue in that same program and pattern. So, we're your brain trainers and we're answering questions to help you deal with the emotions that are most bothersome for you. And we have this helplessness and hopeless feeling and feeling of no control. So let's dive in, Rita.
Hi, guys. This is Tammy Magnus. She's an upper level practitioner through your tactics, and she is like the imagination brain trainer extraordinaire. So the brain loves creativity. The brain loves to have new inquiries, likes to learn something. It likes that. And it also likes patterns. And helplessness and hopelessness is a pattern. It is a neuro pattern that is grooved in your brain. And so we kind of learn how to be hopeless and how to be helpless. And as we know is that feeling, that sensation of being hopeless and helpless, if you close your eyes, you take a deep breath and you notice that where that feeling sits, where is it? How do you know that feeling is there? And then I want you to follow that feeling all the way back. Go as far back as you can. Maybe you're 2 or 3 or 4 years old and you capture that feeling, that sensation as a pattern. It's an automatic pattern. Now it's automatic until we update it and upgrade it. So we do memory reconsolidation, and the brain is plastic.
Yeah, it's amazing how just imagining something can help train your brain to drop different chemicals and sensations. So the one thing that you said that was so powerful is that we train an emotion. Okay. So the more that you feel it, I remember thinking, I have to feel this until I can figure it out. Right. And that might be a feeling of loss of control. So every time you're feeling loss of control, even when you can't control your own shaking, when you're getting angry, you can't control. So every time you notice that loss of control, you're actually creating it more and more. So you're making a stronger way to access that emotion. Yeah. So we have the stop technique, guys, and stop stress. And the reason that we stop stress is because we know now that when you allow an emotion to ramp up, that's when you get stuck in that feeling that the emotion is over you and you do feel out of control because your brain, you're driving a car, you're tying your shoes, you're brushing your teeth. It's doing it without you thinking.
Right.
So when it's an emotion, it does it without you thinking, and then you feel like you're out of control.
Right. So through brain training, what we know is that, you have an idea, you have a thought, you pick something happened, something said, you see something, you interpret something, your perspective is that I am hopeless, I'm helpless. And what happens is we want to interrupt it before it hits the body, so you need to be awake. You need to be aware. You need to be conscious. And look, the best time to learn how to swim is not when you're drowning.
That's right.
So when you're feeling good and you're feeling connected, those are the times to build those neuro drivers of peace and inner calm, and train your body. Look, our body is used to feeling helpless and it's used to feeling angry, and it gets some sort of aliveness, and we have to break those patterns. So I like being 10 times more excited about something else that has nothing to do with hopeless and helplessness, right?
Right.
You want to be able to interrupt that pattern. So I did a lot of squats and breathing. And so I keep redirecting my brain, and my brain wanted to go back to that hopeless feeling because it felt so comforting and it felt so natural and it felt so.
It's what you're used to.
It's what was familiar.
Yeah. Right. And it's so important to catch the triggers. So when we're just talking about that, maybe before what happens right before, you could even ask those questions. And then I remember when you were talking about how it's inside you. So all of your emotions are actually inside you. I know that I thought sadness was over me and there was a cloud and I was in darkness and all of this. It's all inside of me because it's my brain and it's my sensation. Nobody else can give me that sensation. So let that empower you. Right. And so when you ask questions about that sensation, that's when you notice like, oh, this is how I'm doing this. All right. So I talk about this a lot because I hope that you can see how it relates to you. When I was sad, I would have this lump in my throat and I would feel like, somebody's choking me. Yeah. And I would feel really tight and constricted in my throat. Well, that's not sadness. That's tightness in my throat, right? But to me, my brain related it as sadness. So find that hopeless, helpless, out of control feeling inside your body and notice like, oh, my stomach's squeezing. Well, that's not hopelessness or helplessness. That's your stomach squeezing. Right. And hopefully that will help you
start breaking it up. Breaking it. Because we kind of just
questions.
We go to it like it's real. Look, it's real for 90 seconds. And the more we feed it, the more the brain releases more stress hormones, and the more you get in the beer. And look, if you don't nip this in the butt, guys, we know that in our training, we say it shows up in an uglier pair of shoes. Yeah. So, and memories buried alive never die. So you need to go back to those memories and you need to rewrite them, release any story you have of victimism, and then you have to release it and rewrite it. And we can do that. And we do that through brain training.
Yes. And that's the work that truly sets you free. These are like little tips and techniques that you can do in the moment. Yeah. But reality is you want to go deal with those deep-seated memories and get a whole different set of update tools to that program. Yeah. Update that program so that the next time it goes to be like, oh, someone's doing this to me, I'm out of control. It will go, someone's doing this to me, and you'll be like, oh, they must be having a bad day. Right.
Yeah. And that feels totally different. You. Yeah. We are having on the 28th, March 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, we're having a 5-day anger management class workshop. It's just an opportunity for you to learn the mechanics of the brain. And if you want to stop anger and you want to do inner peace, come and join us. It's free, it's fun, and you will get a lot of information that you can take home to work on with yourself, for your family. So be good to you, be kind to you, because what you do inside you do it to everyone else. So
that's right. Awesome. Well, we will see you next time. Like, share, and subscribe, and be sure to click the notifications on YouTube so you know when we're going live next time.